Mars is a crazy place in oh so many ways. Let's try to make some sense of it on Spiritfolk Saturdays.
Welcome to the weekly throwing and tent-based podcast, Spiritfolk Saturdays. Today we're here to talk about part 9 of the Big War arc. I'm your host, Elfy, Spirit of War! Joining us this week are Willow,
Spirit of Negotiations,
and Dark.
Spirit of This is War.
So lots of things happened. Marcus and Inian are outrageously cute together.
they are extremely cute together, and I love their friendship dynamic.
Right?
It's so adorable.
I like how the way Inian gets along with anyone is like a very like passive-aggressive kind of thing.
I
Like,
know.
Like, all of her relationships are love-hate relationships, because it's the best she can manage.
Yeah, it's so cute, though. Like, she makes it work.
Except for, like, Gregor, I guess. When it
Yeah.
comes to them, she doesn't really yell at him, but...
She gets exasperated, but never angry.
Yeah, they don't ever argue, so...
Like, she said herself that she doesn't want to hate him, which is really cute.
Mm-hmm. It's so cute.
I have Wolf live blogging the latest episode in another chat, just screeching about the Coven of Death.
I'm just like, I can't believe I was right.
I can't believe
I'm
that
never right.
that was the idea. I don't understand, but okay. Like, Colvin, why?
How did he think it was a good idea? But somehow it's worked out, so I guess it's okay.
I guess. Like, what if it hadn't worked out, though? Wouldn't they have just been like, alright, let's brawl? Or
I guess. The place was
People
already
just
sort of
jumping
destroyed.
in to like start punching people because Colvin starts punching people, and then Marcus gets his nose broken again.
Mm-hmm. For like the
But then
sixth
they
time.
don't have it. Yeah.
I love how like Jay just gets so tired of saying Max's full name. It's just like Max. He's Max.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there being, like, Max, Iggy, and one other nickname they had for him when
Bro.
he first showed up, but I don't remember the third.
Oh, and then Rat with the weird pink whatever it is that he put on the horses and the skeletons.
Yes, he has spare skin and flesh sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And then his
Why are they
bag has a
pink?
hand.
Why are they pink? What did he do to them?
Why not?
Maybe it's pig skin?
But it was pink and fuzzy, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, pigs have fur, it's just like really thin and fine.
Yeah, it's really light.
I wouldn't define them as fuzzy unless, like, you have a pig sheep or something. Now it sounds like I'm making stuff up out of Avatar.
I'm sort of sad they semi-skipped over the road trip because we didn't get, like, any car games or Are We There Yet or I need to go to the bathroom.
I'm kind of wondering, actually, like, what the exact rules are for the necrotic winds of Kuravia, because, like, they were standing outside the bar establishment place just fine, but they can't travel. Like, is there, like, specific areas where the plague winds are, or what's the deal?
Well, like,
Yeah,
when they went
Marcus
to...
was fine outside of the wagon on Dunstan.
Well, like, when they
So
went
I don't
to Wizard High
Yeah, but that's
School,
Marcus.
there was the Wizard High School took place in Kuravia, and there was no mention of the plague winds there. So I assume
Well,
it's
they
more
were
like...
kind of on the coast, though, so...
Yeah, it was explained that they're super far north, and so the winds don't reach them, but everywhere else, the winds mess with everything.
Yeah. But
Bleeding Will.
the same could be true for being super far south, because it's near Honorant, and we know that the Kuravia Honorant border has kind of, like, flickered and changed over the years. So presumably
Depending on...
the Honorians do not want a place that has, like, plague winds. For obvious reasons.
Presumably
yeah.
they like to be alive.
Also, why are they at war? It says Honorant and Kuravia have a war border, like it's hostile.
Oh.
They
Like,
were
what's up?
warring at one point. They're not warring currently.
Mostly because,
because
the gods and Kuravia doesn't
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah.
But now they're just like, well, you know, people. We're people, they're people.
just don't bring your necromancy stuff over here, and we're good.
Oh, I really like the rule about the spooky creaky door being about you're not gonna get liquefied.
And the running joke with the tapping the side of your nose.
But it's like,
Yeah.
if it's like, okay, liquefied, sure, but there's like 8 other things you could be other than liquefied. Frozen, melted.
Zapped.
Exactly.
Sliced in half. Trapdoor where you fall down. There's
Killed
a lot
and
of
then raised as an undead.
Exactly. I don't get it.
shooting darts.
Maybe they have like different sounds that are like different things saying like, oh yeah, this is the one thing that won't happen to you when you go through this door. You don't know about anything else though.
But now there's a war, and I'm excited because we were making predictions in chat earlier, and like possibly like Zelveta, maybe like Zelveta Ash fight. That'd be awesome. Possibly
Yeah.
Ash putting on that stupid mask that no one trusts. That'd be awesome.
No.
She
Yeah,
has to put it on.
yeah.
It's like required.
There's gonna be
It's
a war.
plot build up, so it
That
has to
reminded
happen.
me.
Bad things will happen. I don't want bad things to happen.
In my dream last night, Jin was wearing a mask. I think
Huh.
it was like some kind of cat, like a tiger or something.
I can see that.
I don't know why. I just remember it being a very strong thing in my dream of being like, Jin's wearing a mask? I'm like, of course. And then someone was like, of course Jin's wearing a mask. He's one of the band. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
It does kind of make sense, though. Oh, I love Fury, like going all out with the whole monster manual thing. She records the tree in the monster manual.
Yeah, Marcus gets super bummed that she doesn't go with his name.
It's so cute.
I just
And then she calls it the Bleeding Willow, and I'm just like, I really should have picked a different nickname because now anytime anyone says Willow, I'm half wondering if it's getting named after me, and I'm,
I like the kind of meta thing of it being like, of her actually making like an in-universe monster manual, like by name. It kind of makes me hope that at some point there's a live stream where Fury shows up and like chat gets to name something in the monster manual.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome.
We
That'd be
would name
crazy,
it
like-
so much weird stuff, though.
Exactly.
That's the best part. But yeah, Fury's increasingly interesting. I'm kind of wondering how her mind works because she recorded the skeletons with the weird sacks put over them as their own kind of monster. And
She added
Fury,
organs
how does your
too.
brain work?
It said that in her drawing she added organs, and they weren't sure if that was just because of rat sacks or because.
Knowing Rat, it
just
could be
adding it.
possible. Knowing Rat. Oh. But of course, a bar in Kuravia would be full of skeletons.
Of course.
Of course.
Like, who else is going to tend the bar? You save so much money that way. All you need to do is kill a couple patrons.
That is so dark, Elfy.
I mean, tell me I'm
would you
wrong.
like the guys to try and skip out on their tab?
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't pay your bill, therefore your punishment is to work for me forever, for free, as a skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm finding this way too funny. Oh. Oh yeah, and Marcus and Inian are gonna rebuild Lagan's eye.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see if they actually end up trying to do that or something, or if it's just going to become like a recurring weekly gag where it's like someone stops by, oh yeah, we're getting around to it. Yep, still getting around to
we're
it.
gonna do it. We just gotta do this one other thing first.
Yeah. Like, oh, we've been busy off in another country. We'll get around to it tomorrow.
Thing is, though, Indian mentioned specifically smashing it in Max's face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, considering what happened the last time it got smashed, do you really want to repeat that while you're there?
Yes.
I mean, we know Ash can put Marcus back together, but...
Well, last time Indian put up a a shield so that didn't,
True.
So like I think the
But it
ideal
wasn't
thing.
foolproof.
Well,
It was only like
she had to split it
Half
between
shield
her and
for
Marcus.
each of them.
So take the thing, walk up to Max, smash in his face, throw up a shield. He dies horribly. She's fine. Everything goes well.
I could see her doing that.
Yeah, can't you?
I just love, though, her entire argument for doing this is like, yeah, I want to do this, and when it's done, we can bring it up to him, and we can smash in his face.
I love Indian's enthusiasm so much, especially because for an instant you can hear, like, Jay's Kier tone, like, slip in, and it's really funny to me.
An excited Indian is Kier. Except less flammable. Probably.
Sure.
Maybe.
Considering the fact that some of the stains on her shirt are probably alcohol, I think that's a bit questionable at this point.
True. Why do I want to test this now?
Why wouldn't you want to test this now?
I've been watching way too much Mythbusters.
oh yeah, and now we know that most of Indian's money probably came from scams like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I could see that.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me. And, assassination.
Yeah, an assassination. And also being apparently very high up in the Rune Carvers Guild, because I imagine that probably paid pretty well, too.
Which is awesome. I love it. I love her.
I just remembered Megan's eye was taped to her money.
Yeah, but they took the money off to buy the tower.
I know, but just the concept of all this money sitting in the vault, and then taped to it, like with a little sticky note or something on it saying Leggins' eye. This super powerful artifact just taped to a pile of money.
You say that like it's a bad thing?
I just find it so amusing.
I sort of picture it like a big pile of gold covering the eye so it's hiding it.
Yeah, but Indian specifically said it was taped to her money, though.
Yeah.
What? I feel like Oleron would have invented tape and then made a killing off of it.
Yeah, they invented tape, and then Kier invented duct tape, because he
Yes.
uses it.
The question is then, of course, why is it called duct tape? Like, for us it's D-U-C-T. Does he call it, like, D-U-C-K?
There
Like-
was actually a fic about that.
Yes.
Someone...
That was
He
Vida,
called
I
it-
believe.
That was awesome. He calls it duct tape because he got a whole bunch of angry ducks stuck to him.
I mean, there's worse reasons? Maybe not. Maybe there aren't worse reasons.
It's the most cure reason, though.
True.
No.
The Conga line is getting pretty big now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, they might actually be able to do something that isn't just shenanigans.
Yeah.
I've just been anticipating shenanigans.
If I had any skill with pixel art, I would make a, like, really basic snake game that manifests.
Yes!
And so it starts off with, like,
Marcus, Gregor.
like, it starts off with the main
Peter,
gang,
Ian.
and then, like, the people they've picked up, and then a couple of cultists, and then from the rest of it is just golems, like, endless golems.
And then don't forget the rats and the imps.
Yeah. Like, that would be really cute.
And the one guard gets dragged
Randy.
all the way.
Poor Randy.
All the way from Shinkala.
Poor
He
Randy.
reminds me.
Oh my goodness.
He
How
reminds
did
me
they
of.
find the band though?
I guess we'll see.
I don't know. There's like 2-3 ways they could have found it.
I think primary guess has something to do with Morin, because he was the one who sent Randy looking for them.
Yeah, like he knew, so I assume it would be they found it through the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but how would they get in? They don't know the whole symbol thingy unless one of the other band betrayed them. Or Zelvetta did what I thought he was gonna do originally. And,
He totally did it! I'm standing by this back.
He's still in the trees somewhere killing Ban. He's not going to tell anyone.
He's being
Murder
a good
Ninja
murder
still
ninja.
being Murder Ninja.
Yeah, he's being a good little murder ninja, murdering a bunch of band.
That's the weirdest phrase ever, and I love it. I want it on a wall or something.
I sort of feel.
What is that phrase? What does it mean? I'm like, you will never understand. Watch this show and maybe you'll understand.
There were other witnesses to seeing Ash and the team get out of the lake, though. So what if one of them, not Morin, went and told, and they just didn't, like Marcus, and then forgot to check and see if there was any other witnesses?
Like, someone just, like, this is like, I'm gonna go swimming. It's like, holy fuck. There are an awful lot of band here.
I fell through the moon, and there was Ban.
Uh-huh.
Whole lot of band.
Someone should really do something about this.
What if, like, though, random crazy theory, what if Zeke knew about the, portal to the band thing, and then he somehow gave away where it was, either intentionally or unintentionally?
What if Jin is ready for war and is like, might as well get this over with? So he was like, okay, and then, like, had someone tell them where the band were?
Maybe.
Yeah, like have someone intentionally give the location away.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone go, hey, you go jump out of the portal, dance around a little bit, jump back in the portal.
That sounds like something that Marcus would either do or tell someone. I can't stop laughing.
And now you're choking. GG, Willow.
I'm allergic to my own laughter.
That is a terrible fate.
I know.
It's like, I know some people who hiccup when they get scared, like really, really scared. I also know some people who hiccup when they start laughing too much.
Really?
Yeah. The other day, my mom said something really funny, and I just, like, I could not, like, physically move because my stomach was hurting from laughter. Like, I was running out of breath.
Oh, the number of times I have ended up on the floor at my friend's house because they got me laughing so hard, I can't even count. Like, literally, on the floor, crying and laughing. And that's when I'm sober.
I like how you needed to specify that.
Well, there was one time it happened when I was drunk. That was with my mom, when I was trying to help her do the dishes. I got sent to my room because I was useless.
I mean, there's worse reasons.
Yeah. I don't even remember what was so funny.
I feel like I had something else to talk about, and I've just completely forgotten because I keep not taking notes when I watch the episode.
Oh, I don't know if this is like something important or anything, but the blood memory, when they were talking about it,
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
specifically had Kier and Colvin comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they both had sort of strange reactions, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blood memory sounds like all kinds of disturbing, though, and it also makes me think of that, the supplement with about the world trees and stuff. I'm just like, why is this place so dark?
Because it's a land built on necromancy, literally and figuratively.
I know, but it's so dark. I can't even just words. What are words?
Not something you're capable of using at this exact moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the gang is probably gonna go race home because, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Teleporter.
how are they going to get back? Are they going to take the wagon, the rats, or are they going to have Colvin try and make another portal?
I assume they can teleport back easily enough.
Because he has extra wizards around to use, so...
You said they're gonna raise hell, and now I want someone in the next episode to just randomly start breaking out singing "Raise a Little Hell."
I'm half expecting it to be like cut to Ash and fighting, and maybe like either the beginning of the war or like a day in, like where we are now, and then like the episode after that be like have everyone appear in like a burst of magic in the middle of the battlefield, and everyone just freezes because what the heck is going on?
Oh my goodness, it's great.
That's the point. That's the entire point of this third side, is to randomly show up and mess everything up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nothing can stop a conga line except an an opposite conga line. Poor Marcus with his wizard high school trauma.
Actually, that reminds me of what could be really cool is like various characters like having to fight back to back in the midst of all this.
That would be cool. That would
Unlike-
be really cool.
Like ending up with like Marcus finds himself back to back with Ash, and he just kind of looks at her, and she just kind of looks at him, and they each shrug.
Like, hey, how's it going? Good. We were sort of fighting, but how's it going? I haven't seen you in a few days. And they're still, like, killing whichever side they're planning to kill at that point. Like, what side will... I assume she'll be on the side of the band, but will she really go and kill a bunch of Honorians?
I couldn't see her doing it unless she felt it was like absolutely necessary, like they are trying to
Like
kill her.
self-defense, yeah. That's what I'm expecting, honestly, is like maybe in the midst of combat and some like I either figure it's going to be Ash like blatantly trying to avoid combat, or her like trying to support either side. Like, you know, probably overusing her powers again.
Elfy, why?
That's gonna happen. It's just
It
a
is!
big battle. It's the big war.
I know, but I don't want. Why does Ash have to hurt herself all the time?
And then, like, someone reminded us that there's going to be math, possibly, and I'm interested in seeing math.
Did you say math or mask?
Mask.
Okay, I'm losing. I cannot hear a thing today.
I mean, math is cool too, but
Yeah. Maybe we'll finally know what color it is.
That would be pretty awesome. I keep imagining it as being red.
yeah, I imagine like the same pale, like the same kind of reddish that every, like the other masks have on them.
I imagine like a dark crimson red.
Maybe we'll see Zelvetta. Maybe we'll see if him.
Ninja.
Yes, please.
This episode had a distinct lack of ninjas.
Yeah.
I sort of feel like if he shows up, it'll be like the Norians are coming through the portal in the lake, and all the band are going forward to fight them, and then he shows up behind them, and so it just corners all the band. But not all of them. But like, and then he's ended up facing Ash behind. So he's already behind enemy lines.
You know what I could see Zelvetta doing is he'd be doing, I can't remember what movie it's from, but like that thing where like you get a group of people going through the woods and just one by one they keep getting pulled up into the trees.
See,
I can see him doing that.
I'm half expecting it to be like the middle of the fight and he just like attacks Jin and they're having like their own battle while everyone else is getting like decimated around them.
Yeah, but last time he went up against Jin, he got beat up real bad. And that was just...
Yeah, but that was because he confronted it. Like, he went up and was like, hey, my friend wants to talk. Like, he can almost overcome Horrivan with a sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
Only when Horrivan's distracted, though.
Still. What was the line about him being pushed back for the first time ever?
Can you imagine, though, if Zelvetta tried to sneak attack Colvin?
I think he did, and I think we all know what happened. He and Gregor each ended up with black eyes. Like, I have no doubt there.
Oh, yeah, right, in the Punch Dome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The whole Indians saying Norians can't. They don't know how to deal with magic. And I was like, they do. They've wiped out all their spirit folk almost. They know how to deal with magic. But then I'm like, oh, they know how to do... Yeah, they know how to deal with divine and not arcane.
Well, they know specifically how to deal with spirits. I don't know if they necessarily know what to do if they came face to face with a spirit who was wielding divine magic. Or, like, a person who was wielding divine magic.
Inian lobs a ball of something magical at Colvin. He punches it out of the air.
The longer this goes on, the more convinced I am that Inian and Colvin are somehow related.
Probably. Like, I could see it. Like, my brother and I act like that sometimes. So, like, maybe they're cousins or something.
Like, but, like, there's... What does she say? Like, I'd high-five you but I really don't want to. Something.
Well, she would have to high five around here to get to him, so it's sort of like.
Well, I don't think she'd high five him anyway.
Do all that effort.
Inian stingy.
Oh, I have one more thing, and that's how Jin would use his powers in combat. Like he's gonna be assumedly fighting in this war, like the plant manipulation and stuff.
That would be cool, yeah.
Finds out of the ground. Finds out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Would we see the golem hand, though?
Probably.
I know, and it worries me. But I kind of also want to see it because it's cool.
It is.
Ah!
I think it's going to be either she uses it to defend herself, or, like, she's not going to be on screen when everyone else shows up, and, like, it's gonna come out of nowhere and save somebody, and you'd be like, oh yeah, Ash.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And Ash is gonna be like, what are you doing?
We're trying to stop this war. What are you doing? I'm trying to stop this war too.
Hey, look! Our two sides can be one side! Yay!
They, merged the Conga lines.
The ultimate Conga line?
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Sure.
yeah, there was an interesting theory in chat about the band village. Is time zones or something.
Oh yeah, that was me. I suggested that it's because Honorant is so big on the map that there could be like an hour or two off from where Jinkala is when they're in the band village because it's so far away.
Maybe, but that'd take like a lot of walking to get there. And you mentioned like Thog walking there.
Yeah, he walked there, but he also had like a week or two.
It was not a week. It was like a few days.
A few days.
Like 3 or 4 days. He did miss the entirety of Everything is on Fire, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That was one day.
This entire, like, span is a bunch of things that's like, you tell this person they're never going to believe you.
Yes, pretty much.
Dog is always so behind. He, like, never knows anything that's happened.
Well, it's his own fault for not being around.
So you claim.
Yeah, so if it isn't time zones, then I assume it would be sort of like a Fey ring, and like they step in and time is different. They cross a line.
By the
I'd
nature
imagine it's something like that.
By the nature of Jinkala itself, I honestly expect it's like a space of land that was created by Jin under some sort of magical barrier, protection. Like, it exists in its own little pocket dimension, but can be accessed from anywhere. So, because he does say that, like, he sculpted everything himself, and that could be him being like, yeah, I made this space all pretty, or I literally, like, built this area.
I could see it being both ways, really. Of course, going off the thing that Thog walked there, it would actually explain how the Enorians could have found the village.
Yeah, I assume
want
they
to call it band camp.
just walked around, had scouts travel all over the place and find it. That was the third option, other than someone giving it away.
What was that crazy IU idea? Words. That crazy AU idea where like everything is just one giant band camp, and like the Gold Clan is the percussion section, and Rust Clan is the brass section, and the Lily Clan's the woodwinds, and then the band are the strings because it's the only instrument you can play without your mouth.
Yeah, I feel like the band should be interpretive dance.
Drums. I feel like the band should be drums.
No! What about instead it's like camp rock but with dance? So like the band are like interpretive dance and stuff, and like Lily's like ballet or something.
Oh yeah, they would totally do ballet.
They have dance off on like a near daily basis.
Yes. Oh, and I think like the Gold Clan would be like all the fancy ballroom dances, and then the Rust Clan would be swing. Because swing is fun.
And then Marcus Velaffi's conga line for Peace could actually do a conga line.
Yes!
Like,
oh my goodness, yes!
Like, literally, like, these groups are in the middle of, like, the world's largest dance-off when, like, salsa music starts playing, and they just start, like, congaing through the center, and everyone stops and just stares at them.
And of course, they have to conga between all the couples. Oh, it'd be great.
What do we think is going to happen next episode? I think we've more or less already been over that, but...
I don't think we went over that yet. Well, maybe, sort of. I'm hoping for Ninja. It's probably gonna be more conga line shenanigans. Hopefully we'll get to see some Ash.
I think it's either going to be Ash or Ash. Hopefully Zelvetta. Yeah.
I feel like because of how they skipped over the trip to Kuravia and stuff, they'll just skip over that again.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't need a full episode of the Conga line.
That's why I think
And
it's going to go
so-
back to the band, because it'll be showing like the war or whatever,
Yeah.
and then the gang will arrive.
Yeah, I sort of feel like they'll do an episode of the day that's sort of been missed of what happens there.
Mhm.
And then the next episode will be Marcus and them showing up.
Mhm.
Yeah. Arrived 15 minutes late with Starbucks.
Whatever the equivalent is in Honorant. Punch?
I'm tempted to call it Punch Bucks.
Yeah, let's go with that. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of things.
Now got the image of Colvin as a mermaid in my head. And it won't go away.
If you'd like to listen to more episodes of the podcast, you can find us at spiritfolksaturdays.tumblr.com. If you want to join the TI Skype chat, feel free to shoot us an ask on your Skype. Maybe we'd be happy to have you. Thanks for listening. We'll see everybody next week. Bye!